Clean sheet for Barcelona, 2-0 win. But a win, Stevie Nicol, away from home because they've been a bit indifferent to start the season, haven't they?
Yeah, listen, it's the result that they wanted. Is it the performance they wanted? I wouldn't have thought so. I mean, this was tough going for them. There's no question the old tiki-taka Barca has gone with this team. They struggled to keep the ball, and Getafe really got after them when they could. So it wasn't a great performance, but the most important thing was to get a result, particularly after drawing at Osasuna last weekend. You know, and you would normally think, go to Getafe, this has got a victory written all over it. In the end, it was a victory, but I'll tell you what, it was less than convincing.
Luis Suarez has scored wherever he's been, whether it's been Ajax, Liverpool, now at Barcelona, 400 senior career goals. Wow. How impressive is that?
Oh my goodness. I mean, I think, I know you want to talk about the goals, but I think it's impressive. There have been plenty of centre forwards who have scored goals, like Romario. Now, this is a guy who doesn't take part in anything other than in the penalty box. You can't say that about Suarez.
No, he does not.
Suarez does everything. He holds it up. He plays people in. He gets himself wide. He tries to knock the you-know-what out of defenders whenever he can.
The what?
The stuffing.
Okay, stuffing.
But then he scores 400 goals so far in his career. I mean, you talk about a handful. He's one of those guys that when you're the opposition and you get the team sheet and you look at it and you see, oh no, Suarez is playing. I mean, that's what effect this guy has, not just physically, but as far as putting the ball in the back of the net as well.
How concerned should Barcelona fans be? It's been a stuttering start to the season, and I know they won against Getafe, but is it a case of once Messi's fit again and firing on all cylinders, built up a relationship with Griezmann, Suarez still scoring, there's nothing to worry about, or is there still a concern at the way they're playing and the coach that they've got right now?
Well, the truth of the matter is, even when Messi's played this year, they've struggled. They haven't looked good. So I think it would be asking a lot just to turn around and say, well, Messi comes back in, everyone's going to be fine, because it's not. I mean, listen, had they lost today and Real Madrid win today, they would have been 7 points behind already. They're struggling, and yes, getting Messi back 100% is going to help big time, but is it going to be enough? And is he going to get back in time? That's the question for me.
We've got a proper title race in Spain, haven't we?
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think, not surprisingly, Atletico Madrid right now, for me, seem to be the team that the two big boys have to keep their eye on. Yes, Sevilla's doing well, but I'm not so sure they can last the distance. I think with the squad that Atletico have, they can last the distance. So for me, they would be the real threat to the two big boys.
Speaking of lasting the distance, Ernesto Valverde, I mean, how much pressure is he on, and what would it need to happen for him to get the bullet?
I think they would have to go on another poor run of form for him to get sacked. There's no question they're going to get through the Champions League group for me, so that means that won't be a problem. But in terms of La Liga, they can't afford to drop out of this title race quite so early.
They'll be fine though, won't they?
I'm not so sure.
Really?
Well, they step on the field, and regardless of the opposition, there's not a lot in it. There was not a lot in it last week against Osasuna. There was not a lot in it today against Getafe. You know, the difference makers are the likes of Suarez that Barca have. But if they have a day off, then nobody else picks up the slack.
Finally, just remind me, who did you tip for La Liga before the season started?
I can't remember.
I think it was Barcelona. Now, are you sticking with that after what you've seen so far? There's a doubt in your mind.
Well, how can I say yes? Because they've been
Well, you've
horrible.
changed your mind like the wind
sometimes.
sometimes.
You get asked before the competition starts, and then you're going to try and pull me up because they've started badly.
No, I told you can't even remember who you picked. But assuming it was Barca, and we think it was, Barca, are they still title favourites?
I don't think there is a title favourite right now.
That's how open it is.
Yeah.
It's a decent title race. Barca get the win. Might not have been spectacular, but hey, 3 points. And as they say in golf, there's no diagrams in a scorecard.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.